Hey guys, Crafty here, and welcome back to another video. I swear my hair is just gonna get messier and messier as these videos go on. In this video, I'll be discussing the not so recent announcement of Splatoon 3. I'll be sharing my hopes, dreams, and predictions. You guys actually decided the topic for this video. The first time I ever used the YouTube comment poll notification thing, I forgot the official name of it. But if you guys want to participate in those again, be sure to subscribe. Anyways, let's get right into these predictions. Splatoon 3 was announced on the February 17th, 2021 Direct, where they showed off a little gameplay trailer and the planned release of 2022. Coincidentally, this Direct was supposed to show off the first half of games in 2021. We can see how that turned out. This brief trailer showed off Splatsville, which is located in the Splatlands, and it's also known as the City of Chaos. The apocalyptic nature of the city, man, that is hard to say, likely lends to the winner of the Final Fest in Splatoon 2 being Chaos. During this teaser trailer, we got to see many different aspects of the games like weapons and customization. A new bow type weapon was heavily featured in this trailer, as well as a little buddy, which is basically a small fry salmonoid from Splatoon 2. This trailer did show off quite a bit for just being a teaser, but there's still quite a bit to wonder about it. With a tone and style set in place, I'll be discussing what I think will be in this new installment of the franchise. The first two Splatoon games didn't really emphasize story as much, kind of just being something you could play offline. With the inclusion of Octo expansion in Splatoon 2, it may seem they're shifting their focus a bit when it comes to the single player campaign. I'm not going to go in depth on what I think the story is going to be, but it's definitely going to be more lore heavy than the past two games. One thing I think they'll include with this Splatoon single player campaign is actually multiplayer. Maybe split screen or online multiplayer for the Splatoon campaign. This does feel like a stretch, but there is a slight possibility of a second Inkling / Octoling character being able to join the game, or just your friend playing as a little buddy Salmonoid, maybe being able to roll or bounce around like he does. Next, I think we'll see a lot more different types of weapons and gear. This is a fairly obvious one again, but hear me out. In the first trailer, we saw a bow type weapon that gets charged up and fires 3 shots in a spreading formation. This style of weapon interests me because it isn't really like anything else we've seen. For example, a lot of the weapons we've seen in past games are either based off of art supplies or based off of just common household items. There are exceptions to this, but they're very exaggerated, not really lifelike kinda to the bow shown in the trailer. For the rest of this video, I'm just gonna be calling it Splat Bow because bow in trailers is kind of long. But I can imagine different types of apocalyptic weapons like a crossbow or even a sword. The crossbow would work similarly to the Splat Bow where you charge up, but instead of firing 3, it would just fire 1 strong straight shot. And the sword, I feel like, would be a mix between an ink brush and a roller. But basically, you can like do slashes with the sword and you put like X formations on the ground. Or you could do 1 large charge and do 1 big slash, doing 1 long diagonal kind of stream of ink. I definitely think they're going to take this apocalyptic approach when it comes to the gear, having clothing lines that supply heavy-duty boots, goggles, and even hoodies. Hoodies being the big one, because we did see the Inkling wearing a hoodie in the beginning of the trailer. What kind of gears and weapons do you think they'll be adding in the game? Even if it isn't apocalyptic, comment down below to let me know. This next one I have is definitely going to stir up a lot of controversy down in the comments. But I do think there is a chance we might be getting a Battle Royale type mode in Splatoon 3. Just looking at the overworld and the maps they did show in the trailer, these are pretty big compared to the maps we have. Besides the fact that Battle Royales are super popular right now, when I hear an apocalyptic or chaos theme, I think of free-for-all Battle Royales. I do think 100 players may be pushing it, but a 8 or 16 player Battle Royale free-for-all may work. I don't think this Battle Royale mode, if it was added, would be turf war, but more kill based. As we've seen in the trailer, it looks like the respawn points are taped up and inaccessible. That must mean there isn't enough electricity to go around to all the respawn points. If the respawn points are down, that basically means permadeath. And if Inkling can't respawn, then a Battle Royale mode might be possible. I'm just thinking a free-for-all on a big map and you only have a set number of lives, and the last person standing wins. It's definitely an interesting idea, and I would love to see 16 colors on one battlefield. If not a Battle Royale mode, I definitely see more ranked style game modes being added, similar to Clan Blitz and Tower Control. Definitely think Splatoon 3 is going to be a part of E3 in some way. If you guys want to see my full prediction, go ahead and check out the video in the info card in one of these corners. And if you guys want to see more Splatoon 3, don't forget to hit the like button to let me know. Anyways, let's get back into these predictions. Of course we'll get idols. The past two games had idols. Or will we? I mean, if you really think about it, it's apocalyptic, deserted kind of city. Why would there be idols? I'm not saying we won't get some sort of news reporter style characters, but I just don't think they'll be advertised as full-fledged idol singers. For example, I think we may get two combat-oriented news reporters. I could see one being more of a long-range fighter holding the bow, and I could see one being more close-range holding a ruler and stuff. Of course, these characters can sing, it's just they won't be advertised as such. I also don't think we'll be getting another species like Salmonoids or Octolings just because we already have the main three, and I think that's plenty enough for the story that they have planned right now. My last prediction is a little bit crazy and it isn't really based off of anything. I think the Splatoon 3 game will have votable stages. Similar to the last Splatoon game's Splatfest voting booths, I do think they might have one for stages. If you play Splatoon for more than hours at a time, you definitely go through a couple rotations. And I do think it would be cool to vote on what you want the next rotation to be. And maybe it'll just be two different stages that you get to choose, or it could be the whole selection and you get to choose one. And if my Battle Royale idea comes true, it would be cool if they have different maps and you could just vote on those. Either way, it's a crazy idea, but I do see it as a possibility of happening. Alright, that is it for now. Splatoon 3 is still a year away, but that doesn't make me any less hyped. There's so many things I still want to discuss about Splatoon 3, but I think I'll hold those off for another video. Be sure to hit the like button to let me know you want to see more Splatoon 3 content. And be sure to comment below what features you think they'll be adding to Splatoon 3. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any chance to help decide on what videos I make, like this one. I'm also trying to upload videos every Wednesday and Saturday, and if this comes out on Wednesday, I did my job. That is it from me. I am Crafty Type 1, who is neither a squid or a kid, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.